Two.
Yay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to our first official video. Today
Yay.
reviewing Evilina Stitches by Evilina Stitches on the official Creepypasta Amino.
Yay.
Now you can see the art. Art's pretty neat. We'll get to the art later, but this is the character. She's quite pretty. She looks like the fourth forgotten member of the Plastics, but that's okay. The art's very pretty.
Yes.
I would commission her.
Definitely.
But then again, I just spent like 200 coins, which is like I don't make a lot of adopts or commissions on Amino, but like if I did, I'd commission her, and I literally just spent 200 coins on a character. So
Oh.
yeah, his name's I believe I don't know what his name's gonna be, but he's basically blue.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get right into this.
Okay. So I'm going to start out with the real name, which is Evilina Gaiden. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And her creepypasta / nickname, which is Evilina Stitches. I mean, I do like the name Evilina. I believe Evelyn, but that's because that's a real name, would be a bit better. But Evelyn is a very nice name.
Yeah.
Personality.
Has like a royal kind of sound to it.
Yeah, it really does. And I mean, if that could be part of her personality, maybe she's kind of stuck up. Personality. She is very sarcastic, stubborn, and cold, but could be kind of nice to people when she is happy. She acts childish and sassy when in her insane zone, which is when she kills.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, you want to read the backstory or me?
You read the backstory, because I don't have
Alright,
it pulled
backstory. Backstory. She was born in a family of 5 in a small city. That could use some work. She lived in peace until she was about 16 years old. While walking home one night from a friend's house, she heard a small stray kitten meowing faintly to her left. She turned her head in the direction the meowing came from. It came from an alleyway. The kitten sounded very weak and hungry. Evelina walked into the alleyway to see where the kitten was hiding, so that she could give it something to eat. But she didn't see the kitten anywhere, so Evelina decided to head back out of the alley. But when she turned around, someone stood there with a knife in hand. Evelina got so scared that she stumbled on her own feet and fell on her back. She hit her head so hard she fell unconscious. When she woke up again, all she could feel was pain. She tried to stand up but failed. She tried a couple more times and eventually succeeded. Yay! She walked in a long and pain-filled wild, that could use some work, until she got to a window where she got a glimpse of her appearance in the reflection. She stopped dead in her tracks. Evelina slowly turned so that she could see her whole reflection in the window. She was devastated at what she saw. She had a long stitch running down her forehead all the way to her stomach. Evelina slowly fell to her knees in disbelief and started to sob quietly, which soon turned into small giggles that eventually turned into a cackle, a loud and insane cackle. Whoever had done this to her was going to pay. After a little while of her sitting there, cackling to herself, she got up and slowly started to trek towards home. When she got home, she had completely lost her sanity and murdered her family in their sleep. Then she silently ran away to find who made her, who she is, and to get revenge.
Yay! Okay.
Now I can read the appearance, and I'll basically just read all of this, and you can, and Proxy can react to it. Can't you, Prox? Yeah. Appearance. Evelina has long blonde hair put up into pigtails.
That's actually pretty unique.
Yeah. She has light skin and sky blue eyes. She has a long stitch that goes down the middle of her forehead and ends at the bottom of her stomach. She has a silver choker around her neck. She wears a white blood-stained top, a pink jacket with the left sleeve falling off of her shoulder, a purple skirt with a black belt, white knee-high socks, and black flats, ? Age, 16. Gender, female. Birthday, June 5th, 2003. My birth year and pretty neato birth year. You're the water sheep. Species / race, human. Occupation, killing and searching. Not really an occupation, but we'll get back to that. Sexual orientation, bisexual. Welcome to the club. And relationship status, single. Likes, kittens, killing, blood, preppy clothes, pink and blue. Dislikes, the one who made her stitch, scumbags, cold weather, and I can't think of anything else. XD. Habits. Has a bad habit of picking at her Stitch when she is angry, upset, or nervous. Can also sometimes be messy. Strengths. That's spelled wrong. Fast and stealthy. Weaknesses. Her Stitch, kittens, food, and pain. She's got fears too. Sleep and police. Dreams/goals, getting revenge. And they have favorites, which I'm not necessarily opposed to like a lot of other reviewers. Like, favorites are fine. They're neato. Her favorite food is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Can't go wrong with that. Colors are pink and blue. Animals are cats. The number 4, which is ironically a very unlucky number because it sounds a lot like the Japanese word for death in Japan. So, I mean, that could be worked for irony. Also,
I'm here. I'm here.
Also, the French word for 4 is cat. I'm not kidding. So I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting.
Yeah, season, summer, time of day, night. And there's a little note here. This OC is almost the total opposite of me. The only things we have in common is our personalities, liking cats, and being single. I honestly wanted her to look like a preppy, spoiled brat, even though she isn't. She just looks like it. All right. So, proxy.
Okay, let me just. I'm ready to tear this apart. I'm sorry. Just in advance. Okay, first off, her families, her friend, and the killer are just never described or mentioned after a certain point, which is very bad because we don't even know her backstory. Because we don't know why she likes cats, we don't know why she dresses like a preppy girl, we don't know anything about her family.
Yeah.
And it's just, what exactly was, all we got is that she lived in peace until she was, 16?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Maybe she was rich, and that's why it took her so long to get back to her house after she got a Stitch. But her parents were allergic to cats, and that's why she was never allowed to have one.
Yeah.
Or maybe her siblings were allergic to cats, and that's why she, out of anger, killed her. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. And what's up with the random disappearing kitten? Like, where she didn't find it. That's for sure. Was it? Where did it go? Was it a ghost or a skinwalker or
was it like the thing that we said in the last script that we made? Because yes, we recorded lots of these. Could it be that maybe there was a tape playing?
Yeah.
But that the killer set as a trap for her? Like maybe it was a stalker. Like maybe someone stalked her. Maybe the killer was someone she knew from school. Maybe.
Who knows? We don't know because she doesn't have a backstory besides her family friend and killer.
Okay.
What city did this happen in?
And it says a small city. I think you mean big town.
We don't, honestly. We don't know. But I just want to know where exactly did this happen because for some reason I'm getting a really big Chicago vibe.
Yes, me too. That's what, finally you put a name to it. Like, yeah, maybe that could happen in Chicago because Chicago does have a lot of violence.
It really does. And when Evilina fell back, she tripped over herself and fell back. Did she hit her head on the concrete? Did she hit her head on the side of a garbage can or whatever? Because in order for you to be knocked out, you have to hit your head pretty freaking hard.
Yeah, like I've taken hard hits, but I've never passed out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just thick-headed, but nah.
Who knows?
I know that no one I've ever had has just hit their head so hard that they passed out.
Yeah.
Maybe the killer. Maybe when she looked behind her, there was a killer, not with a knife.
With a baseball
but
bat.
With a bat.
Yeah.
Yes. Or a mallet.
Why would there be No, a mallet would probably give you extreme brain damage.
I mean, maybe that's why she has her insane headspace.
Yeah, true.
Or insane mode headspace.
Yeah,
I won't call it headspace.
Yeah, trauma can definitely do something like that, I'm sure. She was okay. So for recalling, she was walking home from her friends at night, correct?
Yes.
And she heard a kitten in an alleyway, correct?
Yeah, and she wanted to feed it.
Where?
What food did she have?
Yeah, that is a good point. How did she not see the red flags?
Like, what red flags are you talking about?
Like, red flags, like, obviously the kitten there would have been more cats around.
Not necessarily.
If not, no?
just because there's one there could be one kitten.
I know, but kittens don't stray far from where their mother gives birth to them.
Do you think that this 16-year-old girl would think about that, though?
Yeah, true. I got cats of my own, so...
Like, she's the blonde.
No, oh my god, no. We're not doing that.
I'm blonde. I'm allowed to make these jokes.
Okay, I used to be blonde.
Oh, yeah. I used to be real blonde when I was a baby. Now I'm more of, like, a dirty blonde.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But, like, I still consider myself blonde. I can make these jokes.
Alright, next. How did she not notice the stitches? Like... I'm pretty sure you can look down and just notice a bunch of stitches going from your forehead all the way down. Especially if, like, it runs on the bridge of your nose. You're going to be able to see that without a mirror.
So. Possibly, but, like, maybe it wasn't exactly straight, so, like, it strayed to, like, the edge of her nose and then back down. Because, like, you can't really see that unless you close one eye and really look at that.
Yeah.
Or maybe because it was dark.
Yeah, true. I mean, the alleyways do tend to be very dark.
Yeah, and maybe adrenaline.
Yeah.
So
adrenaline, definitely.
Now,
to be honest, and this is just my opinion, personal opinion, she didn't have a legit reason for her to kill her parents, unless there's something in her backstory that we don't know, and we don't know that she doesn't have a backstory.
Yeah, and we wouldn't know that. Like, putting a bunch more effort into, like, how her life was before she was turned into a Stitch, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like, that could be a nickname, like, hey, Stitch Face.
Yeah, true.
Like, that's fun. Stitch Face, yeah. And now, let's see her.
Hold on, wait. What? We got 2 more bullets here.
Yeah, I know. 3.
Sorry. I'm just gonna skip this one because it doesn't really make sense now that I look at it. Is the city abandoned? Because, like, how did no one notice this happening? Like, I'm pretty sure somebody would have walked by and saw something, at least. I mean, I know it's night and everything, but what exactly, you know, it doesn't really make sense because there's no people there. Somebody would notice that a girl, okay, hold on. So, we have a girl with a giant stitch down her stomach and everything walking around. How would nobody notice that? I mean, I'm sure there's some people hanging around outside smoking or something.
Maybe it was on Halloween night.
Yeah, true. People will still be out smoking. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Especially if this was Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe everyone was at, like, parties, like, something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe she had, like, some food because she went not trick-or-treating, maybe she went to, like, a party or whatever and, like, she took home some leftovers, because, like, that happens whenever I go to, like, a family function or something.
Yeah, true.
I get some leftovers. Maybe she wanted to feed the leftover kitten some pot roast.
You mean the leftover food?
Yeah, leftover food.
You said leftover kitten.
I'm not...
Alright, continue.
I'm sorry. I have like 4 cats, and I feel like all of them are gonna just scratch at my door now. Like, yeah. Come hither. Okay, now, what is an insane mode? What the heck is an insane mode?
And this is a thing.
Headspace?
And a lot of
insane modes aren't a thing. Headspaces are. Like, you know, little space? Like, not exactly DDLG, just a headspace. You know, like, little space, that's when adults or teenagers, they want to feel more like children, and and that's how they escape things. Like, they color and they do things, and that's a really common thing. Maybe it was either brain damage that turned her into an insane person, or maybe she just got an insane headspace, or maybe, I don't know. We don't know.
Because psychologically speaking, if you have trauma in the head, you're going to have side effects of it for the rest of your life. Especially if the trauma is real bad.
Yeah, like maybe, like Tanya, like I have a Creepypasta character named Tanya, like she has a really bad temper because she has Prader-Willis syndrome, and that's why she kills. Like, she kills people that remind her of people that made her angry, which were her former friends that betrayed her.
Yes.
Like, maybe, and that just puts her in a really bad mood. Like, if Proxy, if you remember that role play,
yeah,
like she just got, Like, she just remembered her, like, she just got reminded of her friends, and she started going on a tantrum and had to be locked in her room.
Yeah, it was pretty strange. Not strange, but it was pretty, my character wasn't very, amused.
Yeah, no, she wasn't. Marvel was not amused.
She was not. Okay.
Like, oh wait, that
Spark, we gotta stick to the topic.
I'll ooh-woo at you.
How dare.
Okay. Now let's move on to the design, and this is going to be more of my thing.
Yes.
Because you know I like stealing the spotlight, obviously.
Yep.
Now, she's supposed to look like a bratty rich kid. Perhaps that could be more important to her backstory. Like, maybe she lived in a high-class neighborhood, and she wasn't exactly a bratty rich kid, but maybe she was a rich kid, and that's just how she liked to look. The cut mark appears to go through the silver collar, but not the rest of her outfit. Yet there's blood on the outfit. Was this the outfit she was wearing, or did she change when she went back to her house? Like, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
like,
and can I say something here?
That would explain why there wasn't a cut mark through the collar.
Can I say something here?
Yes.
If you think about it, in order for you to actually stitch somebody up, and this is just me realistically saying this, they would have to cut her shirt for them to get.
And she's 16. That's kind of. I mean, this is a creepypasta, but that's kind of dark.
Yeah. But it's just realistically speaking, I'll watch a lot of those cop shows and everything, you know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay, yeah, okay. Now, maybe that's why the collar wasn't cut through. Like, maybe she did just go change into her favorite outfit. But, like, if that was it... Okay, now, I mean, this is... I don't think that this should be her actual creepypasta outfit. Because I've got a character who used to dress really preppy. Tanya was that character. She used to be part of a group of quote-unquote mean girls. She used to dress very preppy. She dressed in a similar outfit. She had a pink cooter hammock crop toppy thing, like a short white cardigan and like white pants and like a sash. Like, that was a very impractical outfit. So you want to know what happened?
She changed?
She changed her outfit. She changed her outfit after she became a pasta. She changed into that super short, super skimpy 1950s baseball uniform because she used to play baseball.
Yeah.
And her weapon is a baseball bat. Now, Little Miss Forgotten member of the Plastics doesn't really fit into the creepypasta universe.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah, outfits that are more flashy and stick out like a sore thumb like that, she would easily be apprehended by the police if someone she tried to kill lived, or like if anyone just saw her covered in blood. Like, that's pretty sketchy. Like, she's got a pretty outstanding outfit.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if you want to keep the pink, maybe keep that as like an accent color. Like, maybe she wears like, dang it, this is kind of stupid. Like, maybe like give her like a pink scarf or something to cover up her stitch, like her stitch gets cold, so she has like a long scarf to help keep her like chest warm or something, because like it is a weakness. Then maybe the part of the stitch that she scratches when she's angry is her forehead. Like, she just crosses her arm and just like scratches at her forehead like when she's thinking really hard. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, I really like the outfit, but just changing it, like, don't give her a hoodie. I beg of you, don't give her a hoodie. I'm not saying give her a hoodie because that's no, don't give her a hoodie. Like, you can give her a hoodie, but we'd like you to not give her a hoodie.
Well, you would. I personally find hoodies very cool.
They're comfy, but literally every creepypasta has a hoodie.
Yeah, true.
Okay, now let's get on to the personality and other miscellaneous.
Mind if I read these?
Yeah, you can read a few of those.
Killing and searching isn't exactly an occupation. You don't get paid to do it. An occupation is something that you do to earn money.
Like,
unless she's a hitman.
Yeah, and that'd be pretty fun. Like, maybe write like another part of her backstory where when she's running back, she sees a man in a suit, and she just, gestures forward, and he's like, hey, what's wrong? And then they get to talking, and then that eventually turns into her finding out he's a member of a mafia, and then she turns into a hitman and gets on the dark web. Like, that'd be kind of interesting.
That would. I haven't seen a character that does that yet, so that would be a very interesting trope.
No, that wouldn't be a trope, though.
Well, not trope. I used the word incorrectly. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am a definition Nazi. Ooh, boo.
Jesus. It's never once mentioned why this character likes kittens.
Yeah, like maybe she's a furry.
You can't see my expression right now, but it's...
her persona is just a neon pink cat.
But, okay. Jesus Christ, Spark. No, but seriously, I wouldn't be surprised because, well, not saying that, I would be a little surprised because I haven't seen a creepypasta that's a furry. Which that would be pretty interesting to have. Like maybe they get taunted for it.
Yeah, like that creepy VR game that came out based off of Duck Hunt, where it looks like the killer was a guy in a dog suit.
Duck Season.
Yeah, Duck Season. That was its name. Yeah, basically that'd be really interesting. Like I wouldn't maybe make that a different character, but like a character in a fursuit, like that. It's very reminiscent of the Freddy Fazbear killings because the killer, the purple guy, William Afton, whatever the hell his name is now.
He had a name?
Yeah, his name was eventually revealed to be William Afton in the books, which I read because I'm a piece of garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day, I guess. I thought his name was just Purple Guy and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Killing and blood. Why does she like that? Does blood taste good or something to her? I mean, we got cannibals in the fandom. So
I mean, Proxy would hate to have blood on her clean clothes and in her hair, and to me too, because I have to wear a uniform to school, and if I got anything on my clothes, anything at all, like if I change it out of my uniform and I get it messy, like I am very mad. If I get it on my uniform, I have to wash it, and that makes me very mad.
Okay. Dislike scumbags. Who doesn't?
Not a very strong dislike.
Nope. Like, dislikes being like, for example, my character, Marble, dislikes water because, one, she has aquaphobia, and two, she watched her father drown, so she isn't very fond of water. So that's a dislike. She doesn't like maple syrup because she's allergic to it, etc., etc. Scumbags is a very highly used dislike when it comes to creepypastas.
Like, is it now? I can understand like killing scumbags. Like that's a noble thing, and like most murderers think they're doing a noble thing by killing people. Like they think that person shouldn't be in the world anymore.
Yeah, true.
So I mean, that'd be interesting. Like maybe her parents were scumbaggy people. Maybe that's why she killed them.
Also, why are all the dislikes and likes relevant to the situation? Did the character just appear one day?
Maybe. Yeah, cold weather.
Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. I deal with that one.
I remember this one time when I just fell off my scooter. It wasn't even my scooter. It was like a ratty old Razor scooter. I fell down like this huge slope in like the middle in like late fall, and it was like really cold. And like, I'll be danged if my scratches and everything didn't hurt more because of that. Like, yeah, like give her a pink scarf. That way it just shows that she doesn't like cold weather.
There are only 2 strengths to this character. It's very vague. Did the character do track in school, for example? Is that why she's quick? And to be honest, the outfit that she's wearing now isn't very stealthy whatsoever. Yeah, and we covered that already.
Yeah, like maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe she was on track, and maybe she was popular because she was on track.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here, let's talk about her weaknesses. Kittens, food, and pain aren't really good weaknesses. What is she bad at? It's very vague.
It really is, because, I mean, I understand, like, kittens being, like, a like, but not a weakness.
Like, maybe she is a teenage girl, like, I mean, I love Furbies.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I'm weak for Furbies. And in middle school, I really used to like cat t-shirts. Like, someone said, hey, look, cat t-shirts, and I was like, oh, where?
Oh,
like, maybe whenever someone says, oh, look, a kitten, she just instinctively goes, ooh, a kitten. Where?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, see, I'm 19, so I kind of forgot a lot about my teenage years. It was mostly filled with emo stuff, I guess you can call it.
You can be weird, you can be fun and an emo. That's the fun part of being a stupid teenager.
Yep.
Now, you can cover the last bullet point there, and I'll just go on to the technical issues.
Okay. Fears sleep in police. I understand the police part. Any killer would hate them, but why sleep? Is it because you knocked yourself out? Just like the likes and dislikes, it's vague.
Yeah, like maybe add reasons to like why she dislikes and likes certain things. Like, I'd really like to know why she likes this kitten. Besides my new headcanon that she's a furry. Okay, technical issues. Now the formatting for the bio is really weird. It goes name/nickname, personality, bio, and then likes/dislikes, then appearance. That could be fixed. Like, maybe make a wiki for it. Like, I know Amino has wikis. Like, put her backstory in I don't know. Her backstory, like, maybe make just a blog post about that, and then just link the wiki, so it's just the story, and then if they want to read about the wiki, so they can read that. Then there are also a couple. Maybe go find a bio sheet too. I recently went and faved a bunch of bio templates on our SAP DA account, and I'm currently in the process of making one. So I mean, and constructive criticism. They've got some good ones.
Yeah, they do.
I really like them. They've got a Creepypasta centered one too, so that could easily be fixed. And then there are a few misspells that could be easily fixed too.
Yes.
Like, maybe read it out loud.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it for the technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
Suggestions!
Yeah, here's the suggestions.
Tell more about this character, please. What does she do in school? What other things does she dislike? Does she have clubs? Is she in clubs? Does she have certain group of friends she hangs around? Again, I would really like to know more about this character, to be honest, because it's an interesting character. It's definitely needs a little work.
And you don't exactly have to give her friends and family full bios, but I mean, a couple names would be nice. Like Tanya, her parents have names. Her dad's name is Ronnie McDonald, and he has curly red hair. I wonder where I got that. Just give some names, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe just have a scene with her parents, and they refer to each other by their first names, so that it's actually relevant. Yeah. And go more in depth with the character, with the killer, not the character, the killer.
Go more into depth about this killer. What, the killer that hurt her? Was it somebody she knew? Was it somebody she didn't know? Was it just somebody that she seen before but hasn't really talked to? I mean, it's really vague and could easily be tested and not tested. I can't look for the words today. Can be elaborated more. Spark, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just listening.
Why does this character like cats so much? I mean, it's kind of.
You go.
It's kind of self-explanatory. It goes for likes, dislikes, etc. So, yeah. Maybe get her an alternate outfit so she doesn't stand out as bad, because if I were to see this person killing somebody, I would easily be able to identify them because of their flashy outfit. Usually creepypasta characters and murderers in general tend to wear outfits that are more dull and darker, so they can blend in with crowds and such, especially in large cities, like, for example, New York. You're not going to see someone walking in the street in a hot pink outfit or whatever, unless they're part of a beauty pageant.
Yeah, maybe that was her former outfit. That was her favorite outfit when she was, normal. But now she's just, in this state of just being scarred and floating through life. So maybe she looks more bummy. Maybe she's got dirt on her clothes. And if she does have an insane mode, why not make it into an alternate personality? Or we came up with this idea the last time we recorded. How about make it a demon? A demon cut into her to take over her body, and it occasionally takes control, and that's why she kills. It's not really Evilina, it's Evelina's body with a demon possessing her, killing her.
Sort of like Eyeless Jack, if I recall correctly, in one of his stories that someone made. I think they made it canon. I'm not sure yet. Eyeless Jack isn't, as you probably know, he isn't human inside or outside. He's literally just a demon inside a corpse, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like maybe Evelina died. That'd be kind of dark. Maybe Evelina died. Maybe the demon's just the real, just like the real her now.
Yeah. Where did we leave off? We already just went that. Give her more likes and dislikes relating to her personality and past.
Also, where does she live now? Like, does she live in the Slender Forest with the other creepypastas?
Does she live in an abandoned building in the town?
Yeah, like maybe the alleyway was, like, maybe we came up with this idea. Maybe the alleyway was in between a couple abandoned buildings or factories, and she like lives in like, if like maybe just the corpse or the person, it just lives in one of those abandoned buildings and just looks out the window onto where they died, looking for the killer. Or
yeah, just like the killer would reuse the same spot or something like that. I guess that can be
yeah, that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Give more strengths and weaknesses. Is she strong, weak, naive? Yeah, well, she's obviously naive, etc.
What is her weapon? Because it's never told what she uses to kill her parents.
Like, with. I drew her with scissors. Because, get it? Because stitches and sewing. Ha ha ha.
Gotta hand it to you. Alright. Now, the final thing I would like to express is the who, what, when, where, and why. The 5 W's. Who is she? Details, likes, and interests. What is she like? Personality. When did this take place? The event. Because, again, it's never specified where this is. Where exactly did this happen? For example, the street name, the name of the city, whatever. Because, again, we don't know. What does she use? Why does she do what she does? Like, what's her weapons? Why is she doing what she's doing? Like, give her an actual, like, motive to do what she's doing. That's all I got.
Yeah, and also, I drew a picture of Evilina a while back.
Yeah.
I did a speed paint of it. It's on my personal channel, Spark Robbins, and I didn't do a good job because I'm still on Windows 7. I don't have Windows Movie Maker because that didn't come with the essentials that when I got my computer. And I'm too lazy to switch over to Windows 10, so it's literally an hour-long video with only one song in the beginning. But whatever. And I color picked all the colors from her actual thing. I mean, if you take our suggestions, they'll probably become outdated, but I mean, it's still a picture because I like drawing pictures for characters for your review.
Yeah, it's a nice gesture.
Yeah. Now next week, I'm going to be showing Proxy, Cleo the Killer.
Yes, I don't know anything about this character
other than the looks, but we'll see. That's for next week. Subscribe if you want to see that garbage.
Like.
Bye.
Okay, bye.